You see, it's just smoke, and they can't see. Jason White makes a move to avoid what he thinks really doesn't know, probably, because he can't see. Spins out through the grass.
It's a nice piece of driving by Rhodes, too.
Yeah, he could have hit something hard right there.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
There's Ryan. That's Eric McClure in the 14.
Yeah, you can see the contact there that created that.
Yeah, now we can see it. I was looking at the wrong monitor a while ago, but yeah, now you see the contact. Right here's where David Starr does an incredible job.
You're right. That's just amazing. I mean, that's so hard to do, to turn these cars and not spin them out, or your initial reaction to lock up the.
Right here, Chad Buck gets in the back of the 14 of Eric McClure and just turns him around. Both of them actually get turned around.
Yeah, it looked like that the 84 guy had a run there to the inside, and maybe Eric McClure didn't realize that he was coming.
That was Junior who hit Kyle Larson and set that off, it looks like.
Oh, that was a hard lick right there for Ryan Reed. After you get to the checker flag, you think you've made it.
At the finish line. You see him here coming, well, that's after the checkers. But coming to the checkers, he made a 3-wide move low, which you're supposed to do. Try and get everything you can at the checkers. But that just kind of bottled them up when they got past the checkers and everybody tried to get woed up. Well, what a finish.
There, and someone that understands what you're talking about when you're telling them something. Whoop, trouble. Contact there with Keselowski.
87, Darrell Haar into the wall.
Yeah, definitely a right front down. A lot of times here, your car's not handling very well. As a driver, you'll have to use more brake to try to make it turn, and he
gets through that dog leg. Just, I don't know if he's out of the groove or just pushing a little bit too hard. Actually out of turn 2.
Yeah, you've got a lot of room there now after the reconfiguration of this, but you still use all of the racetrack in going out there, and if the car gets up there close and you have to give a little bit of wheel, then the car snaps around out from under you. That was a hard lick.
Chasing it. Got a good run and go into that safer barrier.
It's going to take the opportunity for him to get that experience that we were talking about, learning more and helping him out.
Wasn't falling for the 3 wide action.
Real loose right there. Oh,
Going around.
Hey, brake, Brad, hold your brake.
What a save.
That's unbelievable.
Caution.
Spinner. Ryan Sieg.
See Mike Bliss there just get out of the groove just a little bit, and you can see there's no rubber there whatsoever.
And that's where we saw him run last year.
That happened to Ruben Garcia.
Working that high groove, looks like.
Yeah, talk about the groove widening now, but you don't have any grip there on the exit of the corner. You have to turn the car back down. Hard hit to the inside wall.
Well, that is a hard lick. See a lot of parts flying off that car.
They were battling for a position there. Just that slight bit of contact.
Like that tire was down.
Yeah. Had all the look of it, didn't it?
Yep. 31 gets a little free, has to chase it up right into the side of Chase Elliott, and he has nowhere to go but the wall.
That's chunks of what appears to be his right rear tire coming out from under the car. Then he spun at this end of the track.
Here, there's smoke coming out, looks like from under the hood in the front of the car. Tries to chase it, catch it, but he can't do it before he gets in the wall.
4.
Runs out of room, gets it in the wall. Gets a little worse from here. Kyle Busch right behind him.
And how it finished up further down the stretch. Fortunately, nobody else got into the young 22-year-old. Doubled up the restart in the NASCAR.
Come up off the corner. I think that's more than taking the air off. A little contact. Right in front of Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Chris Buescher just couldn't do nothing about it. I mean, Jamie Dick got right in front of him with that wreck.
Point in the race, it's probably not advised. And you can see one little mistake and what it costs you here.
Well, they talk about give and take. I didn't see give there. I saw all take.
Yeah, and I also saw on the side of Cale Conley's car that looked like they had already made contact somewhere else because the left rear had some.
No, I tell you, I went down and talked to his crew. He said he got in the wall. Whoa! That was a classic mistake. They got arrow loose going at the corner.
Inside, hold you on. Coming back at you.
They're not done yet.
That could have been avoided.
Well, that turned into
31 cleaned us out, getting into 1. Obviously, I guess you saw it.
May have made contact over in turns 1 and 2. You see, he immediately has a problem when he gets to the corner. Like I said, there was a knot of them racing over there. I'm not sure if he didn't have some contact.
The 4 tires on that car are flat. And there you go, Rusty.
Yeah.
He caught it going at the corner and got that car slowed down enough and did a real slow spin and saved that car. Good piece of driving.
Oh, Larson sliding around there on that outside lane and trouble. Cale Conley.
Turn around right here, guys. Hang on, Tordo. Hang on. All right, now you're all clear. Fired up, take off.
Well, that's a tough break for
Got a
the
left front tire down.
A little more contact. I think the third was when it got him.
It's late in the race, and Kyle's tired of that. He's
Chase Elliott wins at his first try at Darlington. Trouble in the back of the field. Brendan Gaughan turned out of traffic and into the inside wall. LePage got turned out of traffic and into the inside wall. See right there. See everybody starting to scatter around that red and white car on the outside.
Boy, that's a pretty good lick for LePage on that inside wall. They got a lot of help.
Left rear flat.
Yeah, but I think that could have been from that contact. We need to look at it again. Yeah.
Kyle Busch and others. And contact. Regan Smith around.
Here. How about, trouble! And contact as they come out of turn 4.
Here we go.
And up into the wall.
Like Brian Berryhill right there in the 17. It looked like the 42 car of Kyle Larson was trying to make his way through there. He
Lane a while ago, we're really talking about the second lane.
Oh, trouble. James Busher spun. Does he come into traffic? Yes, more involved. 20 Darrell Wallace caught a piece of it. And a third car on the bottom.
I think that's Dylan Kwasniewski. Amazing. More cars involved. Oh my, yeah, that is absolutely the worst place to hit. And no reason for contact there because it wasn't going to help anybody.
And look at that, the 62-3 and the 2, all teammate cars, all in that wreck. It looks like Trevor, just like you said, Andy, got aggressive getting into that corner.
But see,
right there.
Yeah, right on that left rear corner, he's got no chance. If you make contact with another car there, you got no chance to save that. I think Trevor just misjudged somehow. Lane. He goes, oops, I got a problem. Jamie Dick barely makes contact with the bumper, but he's lost all the rear grip. Looks like maybe a left rear tire. His teammate, Chase Elliott.
Oh, boy. A lot of contact
boys.
here.
Careful.
And turned away. Chad Boat into that inside wall hard.
And he hit exactly at the wrong spot, right where that wall protrudes out.
And having such a good day.
You can't go below those yellow lines and advance your position. You're trying not to lift out of the gas, but you got somebody hung by the left rear.
Let's shorten that thing up.
And that was a hard hit.
Oh, trouble! Back into the pack. Hard hit on the outside wall.
Hold on, caution.
Jeremy Clements in that 51. You see Casey Kane's car in flames.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Mike Bliss. But you can see that car take off to the right. I mean, just straight to the wall.
No help from anybody else, it looks like. which is a good thing, but wow, that was a big hit.
It had the making of a tire going down, but you would have to think in that situation that he would have either run over something because he'd just been on pit road.
Turned just a little bit too much.
First caution of the day here at Charlotte.
Uh-oh, sounds like a tire. Definitely.
Doing everything he could to control it.
Yeah, that's a bad break because he didn't have me clear, and I think that's James Busher. Now you see, Kel Conley was just going to be able to get by all that.
Taking advantage of the situation and got in trouble with it.
Nothing he could do about it. Oh, there you go. That goes, looks like Chase Elliott.
No, Sam Hornish.
Sam Hornish. I was looking at Chase's car, was kind of out of shape right there, too.
Caution is out. We spun, probably going to come right to you.
And we saw this right at the start of the race where he almost created a situation, but there's things that you have to learn. You see Kyle Busch just sneaking through there.
It's very similar to what we saw Paul Menard, Joey Logano kind of get in that situation, and this is what they avoided somehow.
And we saw Kwasniewski with the 2 car the very first lap of the race down in turns 3 and 4. And it's a young driver.
Road America, watch the top of the screen.
Wow, he was way off the racetrack there. See, getting that grass, though, it's really slick because of that little drizzle we had.
And then Kenny Hobble finds himself in a little confrontation. Getting some contact at turn number 5 from Carlos Contreras.
Obviously another that has that experience.
Oh, there goes Kenny Hobble around. Pointed in the right direction. Watch Brendan Gaughan's black and gold car.
Yeah, he was out on that painted part that we were talking about and just couldn't get the grip. Kept trying to apply a little bit more, but
see what happened to Elliott.
I'll give you an idea just how slick it is over there.
Yeah, you know, you get going, you get a little. That's J.J. Yeley just in front of him. He runs up on him. It's like the 28 may have let off it. Approaching that corner, Trevor wasn't ready for that.
Trevor Bayne.
Oh, a lot of help. Yeah, Ty Dillon just getting in there way too hard for the conditions.
Zeke just gets really out of shape.
Yeah, no contact. Maybe a little air taken off the spoiler, but that'd been about it.
Obviously, Ryan didn't agree with that assessment.
Yeah, must have thought that he got hit, but he'll look back and find that was wrong. Thought for sure there might be somebody, another car, a lap car, or something involved. But you can see here, this track will get even the very best.
Yeah, you don't see this very often.
Hang on. Matt was running 5th at the time.
Yeah, but I don't know that you can blame that on Ryan Reed.
Not 100%, but I think Regan was expecting to get a little bit more of a courtesy there.
Probably so. In there. It's really loose.
Yeah,
the 43 spins out right behind him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something on the track or whether they just reacted to Elliott Sadler.
Take advantage of that for a good night. Careful, right here.
Look out, look out. Both of them way up the racetrack. Bayne in the wall. Caution is out.
It's like there's a little stack up in front of him, and he just gets out of shape. You can see that's what caused the damage coming down off the apron. I mean, down off the banking to the apron, and it's knocked the splitter up in the air pretty good. His teammate went, look,
oh, there it comes. Brendan Gaughan, turn around.
Hang on.
How that was a single car incident, I'll never know. Who's going to get it?
Yeah, Chase Elliott, just his car's dumping.
Was that transmission? No, the car's spinning around in the stack-up. Elliott Sadler's in the grass. David Reagan's in the grass. And the caution is right back out.
It just never went. It's just hard to control. You can't use any throttle at all when that thing is flat like that. Yeah, right there, what happens is those exhaust pipes are coming out on the right side, and you put on that green flag stop just don't seem to agree with this car.
Uh-oh, trouble. Paul Menard into the wall.
Yeah, that's some damage too.
Kyle Larson. Oh, trouble. Elliott Sadler around. And more. Brian Scott, James Busher.
Get going, get going. Stay high, get going. Stay high, get going. Stay high, get going.
Yeah, he got a pretty good piece of it.
Saw Chase Elliott, the leader, go by and thought, man. See him low line there coming off the corner.
Yeah, you can see the right rear is actually coming apart.
And James Busher a little out of shape too coming off the corner.
Yeah, he did a great job considering he was on 3 tires. He blows the right front out as he locks up, but it's a pretty good job. Wow.
He was racing with Ryan Reed and Brendan Gaughan.
Yeah, we've seen that be a trouble spot there, right in the middle of turn 7. You're trying to get the inner loop. We've seen these two have some battles right up here. Wow, that was close to that guardrail, Andy.
Man, if they hit the end of that guardrail, it'd been huge. Getting into that corner.
See, Trevor was just basically out of control kind of getting in there.
Yeah, not quite the same. It looked like he was out of control trying to get.
It's been the same thing both times with Trevor Bayne getting in on the outside of someone. I don't know if you...
Oh, that is a hard loop.
You might think of that they're coming over in front of him, but...
Get down into the left-hander.
Wow. Just a big misjudgment there by Trevor Bayne.
Well, that 75 car beaten up in the earlier incident back in the inner loop with Trevor Bayne, and he and Dakota Armstrong there.
See, as he gets going right through the grass.
One of a doubleheader.
Hey, he may have opened that door up just a little too wide for the 7 car to stick his nose in there.
So here's a look. There he is, locking him up, Ricky. Wow.
Yeah. Again, the fastest portion of the course, and it looks like he had some real issues with braking. You know, that is really an amazing trait.
Whoa, maybe now.
Oh, Brendan just had way too much speed. Unbelievable. It's really almost as though the spotter for Chase Elliott said...
He'll have that track position on him, which could be to their advantage. Here's Dreesy.
Yeah, and he climbs the tires, and that's why... that's.
Wow.
Yeah, that has the sign of like a throttle sicking or...
Way up next to the wall.
He's out of control from the time he got back into throttle. There's Ty Dillon, I believe, and Elliott Sadler seeing their championship hopes maybe go down the drain. But both doing a nice job of missing it.
You gotta think and react off.
He gets hooked a little bit there in the right rear. It looked like Matt DiBenedetto.
But I think what they might have been talking about is, so those cars were just coming on to the front stretch when this is happening. So you can't even see 17 and 84 in the frame there, and as we like to say jokingly sometimes, wait on it.
It looks like more than likely the 84 was trying to maybe slow down and maybe possibly got hit from behind or either just locked. Just didn't get slowed down here. Oh, it's not
17 hit the inside wall.
Oh.
Got a spin on the front here. Caution.
But he's just gotten out of the groove, and whenever he did.
Ahead from Trevor Bayne.
Oh. They cut another tire down.
Yeah, that sort of did right there.
Yeah, but
The 9, and you can see Chase Elliott really beating him there. See if he sets him up as a 22 now. William just passed Kevin Harvick right after the restart.
Kyle Larson had his hands. Into the wall and around. Oh, and Dylan Kwasniewski collected.
Lock it down. Lock it down.
That you were asking.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about that. See.
Looks like he found himself between J.J. Yaley and Jeff Green 3 wide. I'm not sure he saw that 28 car.
Didn't have any idea that the 28 was there. You can see him just hang a left right there, trying to go to the bottom.
And you saw the left front of the 28 lock up when he realized 55 was coming down toward him.
Go in the corner. Dale said he thought he heard that tire blow. Definitely let go.
Joey Gase 52 in the middle there.
Looks like he ran out of room.
That'll happen on a short track and 3 wide.
Boy, down in the low part, 72 car just comes around. So an early caution here at the Kentucky Speedway.
Underneath the car, no room for error. There's a big bump. If you have the wheel turned, it jacks the back of the car around. Yeah, got loose in.
Drove it.
It really did. You see the rear tires spinning. He goes back to the gas to keep it out of the wall.
And we were coming up on a round of green flag pit stops fairly soon, probably within the next 10 laps or so.
Really narrow-minded.
How about 4 wide?
Well, that's an example.
Chase Pistone into the back of Eric McClure's car and sent him straight into the wall.
Yeah, you get paid to be selfish late in the race, but you got to be reasonable also. 4 wide's not going to work. Is when you're by yourself.
Oof.
And when you see a car shoot into the wall, it's because of that.
Was trying to come down and take that position.
He looks like Jamie Dick gets together with Derek Cope.
On the wall, front straightaway, 55, Jamie Dick with hard contact. To go wrong. Well, that's
Pretty obvious what happened there, but you can see the damage that the 9 got quite a bit. He hit the wall with the right side and then pretty hard in the back of the 93.
Regan White car there.
Yeah, just got away from him.
Yeah, looked like tried to get a little too much getting down into the corner there. Pretty good job of driving these other drivers to.
John Westelli, he's all the way up here. He was actually that high when he started spinning.
Yeah, looked like another situation of entry, a little more speed than what they could stand. Gets it down out of the way. A lot of smoke there, though. Makes it difficult for these other drivers.
And then you catch a look in the aftermath of 93 Kevin Swindell in the yellow car moving up the track to try and avoid Townley and clipping DiBenedetto in the 40.
Had a couple
Excellent,
others
yeah.
get together back behind there, but nobody spun. Maybe a little cosmetic damage.
Windshield tearaway coming off.
Watch a 44 on the outside here.
Oh, yeah. Nice job of saving that. Minimal damage.
I think you're going to see that right rear tire just explode right there.
Boy.
Turn the car left into Townley.
Once again, Regan Smith right there where all of this is happening, but was able to just sneak by. I don't know you couldn't blame that really on Ryan Sieg. He was on the white line there. I mean, he could have gone to the apron, but looked like Bliss might have thought that he was clear there. Just moved down a little bit to create some contact. I think he got a flat left front tire out of it. He gets down just a little bit off the racing surface, a little bit under that white line. That could have been what sometimes that gets the car to where it actually will turn a little better and makes it loose. You see Chris Buescher just trying to sneak by there. Just hope you've got enough room as a driver. So all you can do is try to make that one move that you get.
trouble back in the pack and into the wall. J.J. Yaley in the 28 gets turned around in the accordion.
For here today.
Yeah, he would hit drop back quite a bit.
You can see this car just goes straight.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Yeah, definitely a tire problem.
Cale was running 27th at the time.
Here we are.
Here's your 4 wide.
And just getting squeezed there. You could see this kind of ran out of racing room. I'm not going to put all that on Ty. He forced the issue for sure to make it happen, but he got squeezed from the outside of the 14 car. You could see there. Put yourself in that position, things can happen, but you can see Eric McClure in that 14 came down, and that kind of created the contact.
That's a hard hit, too. Good to see everybody okay.
Caught him to send him to the inside wall.
I think it all started either with 62 having to get out of the throttle and see getting into the back of him, or just contact between the two.
It'll be the first of what I think are many track car adjustments for these race cars, a whole bunch for Austin Dillon. And 4 tires and
Trevor Bayne, the race leader, has hit the wall.
There, hold it up there, hold it up there, hold it up there. Now come down, come down, come down, come down, come down. Take it to that fire truck. Try to get out here. Just let him come to you. You're still on fire.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you, what you're seeing right there is the actual end of the housing breaking off, because the hub's still attached. You can see it attached to the wheel. If you remember, you can see the rotor flying up the racetrack right there. If you remember, we were talking about how you adjust camber, the rear camber in these cars. You basically heat it up and have to bend it into it and out of it when they have too much. They go through tech. That can sometimes weaken that housing to a point that it'll fail. You bend them back and forth too much.
And those loose tires are not a good thing if someone hits.
Yeah, and that thing's heavy because it has, like I said, it has the hub attached to it. Probably weighs a good 60, 70 pounds. Turn. The thing looks fine, and then it's not. Oh, right front went down.
Yeah, we were talking about that a minute ago when we were talking about the 3 car and making the tires kind of mad. What you can do is...
Regan Smith's team goes for the 2 tires and gains track position. Yellow out for Landon Castle. Into the wall in turns 3 and 4. The cause here?
Yeah, the cause is basically turn 3 that we talked about. The lack of banking, the amount of speed you carry there. A car on the outside, you don't have the downforce and side force that you have running by yourself. Yeah, you can see that tire's down right there. He's doing a nice job of trying to hold on to it. Little contact, not too bad.
The race, and there it goes.
Yeah, he was already sideways up against the wall. No, not a lot of room to catch it, but he actually does a pretty good job. Doesn't do much damage.
Some drivers right behind him, they did a nice job of getting slowed down and avoiding that. See, going down into turn 1, racing with Ross Chastain right there. Oh, See the 10 car get a little bit loose, have to correct it into the left rear quarter panel, and a hard lick for Corey LaJoie.
Let's finish at Daytona. Got himself involved in the Nationwide Insurance Dash for Cash bonus money program earlier.
Really had a number of good runs this year. So he knew he had this right rear tire going down as he entered the corner, trying to save it.
Running in 7th place at the time.
telling you, watch this 12 car.
Oh, trouble behind them. Josh Berry, turn around. He catches Brendan Gaughan. And the yellow flag is out. Yeah, I was talking to Ryan Preece, one of the other young drivers in the field, like Josh Berry, coming from a short track background, and he said the hardest thing about learning this mile-and-a-half track racing was the air.